Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the 1-hour Valentine special of... I was about to say Kato Shoujo. Of Animal Crossing 365-day playthrough. So, I got a fucking headache. I went to bed with a headache after I got done opening up my computer and doing all that stuff. But in this episode, we're just going to be covering... we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. A lot. And by a lot, I mean, I need to turn down the quality of my sound. Sorry, but you guys can't get high quality sound when I play this game. But today's gonna be I guess, story time with Luna kind of thing going on. Wolfgang, hello there. Hey, I moved. Yeah, sorry for not telling you where I'm going, but you'll just cry or something. Free at last, Wolfgang. What a fuckhead. Literally, this guy's like the biggest dick. Read. Crazy Red is on its way. Can be bought. Can be bought. Hold on, let me type this out on my phone. Let's see, can... Nope, I want lowercase. Can be bought. Nothing there. No dot sign or anything along those lines. Alrighty then, so we're good. So we'll go check Mr. Red's place. Let's see. The flowers. Alright. No flower breeding. I guess you guys don't want to have sex. That's perfectly fine. I'm not pissed or anything. You better fucking fuck one another. Ah! Alright, let's see. Do I still have a lot of shit in my inventory? I don't know if I cleaned it out. I guess I have some stuff in my inventory. Alright, let's see. Wolfgang lived here, correct? Why is this dude still here? I want him to leave. He's like one of the person I don't want in my, like, place. At all. But today, I guess I'll be talking about... Valentine's Day and probably go off into my whole high school kind of thing. Now, for Valentine's Day, me personally, I wasn't the one that celebrated every single year. Now, before, you know, the whole girlfriends and that stuff happened, for Valentine's Day, my mom, my sister, my other sister, and I think my little brother, we used to all go out and go eat at, like, Chili's, or, Chili's, or Chili's. I fucking love Chili's, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that shit's delicious. And, it's a chain restaurant, like Applebee's, or, Red Robin, pretty much, yeah, chain restaurant. Pretty much 2.5-star quality food. It's pretty decent. Pretty much, they're like, how do you say it? They're like a place where you're supposed to go with family and go do shit and eat and have fun. Wow, the game was lagging for a bit. I'm sure you guys saw that. But, we used to do that, and I remember oh, come on, man. This shit's gonna die on me? This shit's gonna die on me. Yeah, we used to go out. The last time I believe we did, we went to Chili's. Or we usually go to a movie. It usually depends. But as of late, since a lot of my sister, who's 2 years younger than me, so she's 17, me and her started dating, and me with all these girls I bring to my house and all that stuff when I used to be in high school. Now that rarely happens. But we stopped doing that. And freshman year, that's when I dated the senior girl. Well, really, she was like 19, but, you know, I was around 14 at the time, so the age difference was rapish, I'm not gonna lie. And, let's see, I did my first Valentine's thing. I got the chocolates, I got flowers, I got laid, and, like, it was fucking awesome. And pretty much what I did, I bought flowers, or my mom bought flowers, really. She bought flowers on... Oh god, I think it was like the Monday. That Monday. I don't know what it was. I don't know what that day... the exact day was, but it was that Monday. And, I picked out the flowers. They were roses. They were raindrop roses. And these roses, they look so pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I loved them. I wanted them. And these roses, pretty much, they looks like they have, like, little water droplets on them. Not like literal water droplets. Looks like, you know, when something gets stained with water. It looked like that, and they look so fucking pretty. I got a dozen of those, put it in the freezer, froze them, you know, to make sure I preserve them and all that stuff. And, what else did I do? I'm trying to look for the money rock right now, by the way. And, I got chocolate, random chocolate. I got her my favorite chocolate, which is Ferrero Rocher, which is just regular chocolate. It sounds fancy. It's pretty much like this. I don't even know what it is. Just look it up. Ferrero Rocher. Fuck, I don't know how to say it. But yeah, pretty much it's that chocolate with the golden kind of casing around it. The golden wrapper. It's not literally gold, but it's a gold wrapper. And I did not get a money rock. What the fuck? Oh, hello there. And I got her that and a cliche heart-shaped box from Walmart, okay? Hate to ask, but what kind of girl would you say I am? You're cute! I see. How's it with you, Squeaky? I thought you out of everyone in town could understand me, Luna. But I guess I was just hoping for too much from my friend, Squeaky. Why are you depressed after me calling you cute? And, you know, I went to her house. Her mom was a police officer. And her dad was in the army, so it was pretty fucking cool. Actually, no, it was terrifying. I remember her mom said if I ever hurt her daughter, this is what she'll do to me, and she said she needed permission for what she did to me, and she fucking, yeah, she destroyed me. She did this fucking hold. I almost passed out. She did this, thing on my finger, where she tries to rip back the fingernail, and that hurt like motherfucker. She showed me her taser, her gun. It was, it was scary, let's just say. And, oops. And, so her parents are out, because they had, you know, they were celebrating their own Valentine's Day, so I was alone home with her. I went to her house. She lived in, the Lakewood, townhomes that's next to the town I live in. They built that for expansion of, our school. Since our school was doing so well, I guess you could say sports-wise, because before I came into high school, apparently our high school football team was ranked #1 in Illinois for a while or something like that. And, like, they won 3 state championships in a row. And, yeah, it seems pretty cool. I don't really care. I didn't really care. I don't like high school football. It was kind of gay, to be honest with you. Some of the guys on the team were closet homosexuals. Hello there. By the way, Fancy L, I just got to show you this weird letter I got. Hey, Barbara, you might say this letter is boring, but did you ever think you're the boring one, huh? An interesting person. Is this like poetry or something? I sound kind of stupid. It sounds kind of stupid to me. And so I went to her house, you know. Oh yeah, I got a balloon. I got a balloon that says, I heart you or some stuff. I got that at Walmart when I got the stuff. Oh, hello there. And then what we did, let's see. I've got a modern wall that's perfect for you. Did it sell? No. Try again. And, pretty much what it was, I went to her house, so, you know, she answered her door, she's like, oh my god! And she was getting all, she went on crazy, she got a little teary-eyed, and I was like, hey, happy Val, will you be my Valentines? And she's like, yes, yes, yes. And, you know, she kissed me, and we got in our house. I believe we ordered Pizza Hut. Let's see, can be bought. Hold on. We ordered Pizza Hut, and then we did the no cha-cha dance. And, yeah, that was pretty much what my Valentine's Day was. Later on within the relationship, as it was ending, she saved, petals from the flower, and she put it in a book. It's kind of scary, but she saved them. I'm sure she still has it. She says it was an inspiration. It was an inspiration for her writing, because she was a writer, and she's a published writer. And, you know, it was fucking weird. And that's my only story about Valentine's Day. Now, at school, you know, they do those Valentine's Day... Whoa! What's this? They do those Valentine's Day things where you could give... They call them crochets. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping a lot. But pretty much, it was a real flower about 2 feet long and like a gigantic bloom. I've only got one. Actually, no, I got 2. And wow, I gotta say, because we usually get them in lunch, and when that happened, when I first got it, I sit alone with lunch. I never, all the way until junior year, the second semester is when I actually started sitting with people. So pretty much freshman year to junior year first semester, I sat alone. So when I got the flower, people were looking at me. I'm like, oh man, like I literally sat alone. I sat at a table of myself. Now these tables were like the long tables. I don't know, like if one clique sits there, another clique won't sit there. Like people will give you funny looks if you would look. I'm trying to think what kind of tables they would be. The long lunch tables, not the circle lunch tables. I actually had circle lunch tables when I was in high school. And the thing, why am I in here? Why did I come here? Why did I come here? and I sat alone. Now, in the first for the first 2 weeks, middle school, I did have friends. So when middle school ended, and we were freshmen, and everyone's mixed up in the lunch periods. No one, they don't split us up. Like, I honestly thought that was stupid, but when they mixed us, they didn't split us up. Excuse me. When I sat with my friends, from middle school, they picked on me. I'm a bigger kid than what I was before, but I was shorter, so I was kind of fat still, and I was fat. Like, you can notice I'm fat. Some people now can't notice I'm fat, which is weird because I got a gigantic gut. But I guess it's because of the clothes I wear. Some people can't notice when I'm fat. But like, if you look at my waist level on up, you can notice I'm fat, which you guys can probably notice. And I've been called fat multiple times on YouTube by one person, Two Diamond Gamer, but he's like fucking 11 years old, so like, I don't know, he's a fucking idiot. So, alright, I'm pretty sure he watches this. Fuck you! But yeah, they used to pinch my fat. I used to get punched. They would push me off of the table, like off the chair. They would all like ram one another until I pushed off, or they would all put their books there, or they would like fucking just tell me to leave, that we're not friends anymore, and all that shit. And I never used to go to lunch. I don't eat lunch at school. I don't like the lunch at school. And I would just like go sit in the bathroom, or I would like go hide underneath the staircase in my school, because before they rebuilt the school in my sophomore year, but before they rebuilt the school, there was a staircase you could hide under. Well, go under and no one could really know you're there, and I used to hide under there by myself, and I would feel lonely as hell, because no one wanted to be around me, no one wanted to associate themselves with me, and I didn't understand why, because these people were my friends back then, but now they don't want anything to do with me. I thought there was something wrong with me. I didn't understand. I was I was very sad. Like, obviously you're gonna feel sad. People who you were friends in middle school, and like you had fun together, you went to the movies, you looked at girls together, like it fucking sucked. I felt alone, and I was alone. And and then I met my girlfriend at that time. I met her in gym. She asked me out. A lot of the girls ask me out. I don't ask girls out. The last girl I asked out was probably 2 years ago. A lot of the girls I date ask me out. I don't know why. Because usually when it comes to me dating, it's usually the girls come to me. I'm not the one that usually goes to the girl. Every once in a while I did, but usually it's the girls who initiate talking to me, getting my number. They ask for my number. We text. They text me every single day. I don't text them. It's always that way with me. Now these are people who girls who became my girlfriends. Now friends, I usually through association I get their number and stuff like that. So. I never really had to go out to get a girl. Now, I guess the only time I ever got a girl was probably the girl that continuously friend-zoned me. Son of a bitch, all he sells is counterfeits. This is some bullshit, man. Another day, another counterfeit. It's starting to piss me off. Now, I guess it's safe to say you could call it friend-zoning when you actually want to date the girl and she says she has feelings for you, but yet she keeps saying, and when you guys date, she keeps putting you, she's like, I think we should break up. And then she goes gets a boyfriend the next 2 days later, and says she just wants to be friends, but yet she still stays sexually active with you when she's single, or when she does things friends do not do. Like, that's the girl that that was all throughout my high school career. She wasn't pretty. By any standards. She definitely was not pretty. Unlike, I guess you could say a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 6. She had a nice smile, and she had pretty eyes. That's it. She wasn't this beautiful being, like, the girl that I asked out 2 years ago. She wasn't a fucking model. The girl I dated was a model. Her name was Maria. I could tell you her full name, but I can't really do it, because I don't know if she fucking watches these videos. Okay, her name was Maria de Jesus Cervantes. And, she's a native of Mexico. And she has a green card, she has a working visa, and all that stuff. And yeah, the only time, that was probably the only time, I guess you could say. And I felt fucking miserable. But I cared about this person, I tried to help her, but all she did was use me. She was diabetic, so she had to eat a lot to keep up her sugar intake, I guess it was. I never really asked her when her fully. There are diabetics in my family, but I kind of get the whole idea. Pretty much, not enough sugar in your body. Too much sugar in your body's bad. Not enough sugar's bad. Pretty much being diabetic, I believe that means you can't break down sugar or something along that. You can't break down something, and you need insulin to help you do it. So, wait, is that okay, that's a dick spot. So, she would text me, and she was like, hey, I need blah 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 something to eat, so I go out and go get it for her. I would spend countless amounts of money, and just walk to where she lived and to give her food, because her family was very poor, and she could barely afford anything. So I would, like, go to her house, and I just looked. Now, she lived in the other Lakewood. There's 2 Lakewoods. There's one closer to my town, there's one that's a little farther away. Pretty much on the right of Route 34 and the left of Route 34. And I would walk there and give her food. Like, maybe like little juice snacks, or little snacks in general, or maybe food. And it was, I looked at it, it's around 3.5 miles from where I live. So I walked 3 miles almost every other day just so I could feed this chick. And she knew I would never say no. And now I believe one time when I actually dated the chick, she's like, I want you to know how to make me feel good. So I'm gonna have the guy that she dated before me teach me everything she likes. And I'm like, no! I got so offended by that. I don't know. She was really stupid. She was like, she was one of those girls that RP, and she'd rather date people online and never see them than have someone right here waiting hand and foot for her. I was so loyal to this chick. Like, when it comes to me and loyalty, I'm probably the most loyal person like me, because I cherish the relationships I have. I over-romanticize everything. A majority of my friends, or I guess you could say acquaintances, were always female. I feel I can talk to females better than guys. Honestly, guys are assholes. I can't talk to guys. They're fucking stupid. Most of them are tools, but if I could talk to a female, I could be myself. I could have fun. I can't really have fun with a guy, because that'd be viewed as fucking being gay. Alright, hold on, I need to start a new recording. Like, me and Momo, we've been friends for, I guess you could say, in actuality, me and Momo have been friends for around 3 years, but we knew of one another for 7, because me and him actually stopped talking because of the girl that I'm talking about now. He dated her, and I dated her, and she fucked up things with my best friend at that time. And, let's see. But yet, she brought us back together, which was fucking weird, to be honest with you. And, yeah, so, usually, I would prefer to talk to girls. I prefer females over guys. I don't like talking to guys, because they're boring. At least with a female, I can at least hold a conversation, and at least she could talk about multiple things about her day, and I can make her laugh. I'm incredibly good at making people laugh, which is why females are attracted to me. As you can see, I'm a heavy-set guy. I'm not really that attractive, but yet, if you can make someone laugh, usually that's golden. But, as I was saying, excuse me, I'm trying to think, right now. Oh god, I totally forgot what I was saying. But as I guess I can go off of that. But yeah, that girl used me completely. And, you know, my first relationship wasn't so awesome. After a while, I literally told this girl to her face while we were sitting on the couch. After she said, after, you know, I said it at the worst possible time. After she was telling me that she loves me and blah, 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 voo, voo, voo. And I go like, you don't make me happy anymore. And I said it right to her face, and I saw her whole world just crumble. Right in front of me. Me destroying this girl's feelings for me. Because we were both our first. She was the first guy to have sex. She was the first guy I had sex with. I was the first guy she had sex with. And, you know, we pretty much fucking, oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. When it came to having sex, it was so very experimental. She did things to me, I did things to her. Exploration. Was it fun? Do I wish I never did those things? Yes. I kind of wish I was a virgin. I wish I still had that innocence, because honestly, no. When our relationship was toxic, there was a time she was dating another guy, and this dude was 28 years old. You know, me being 16 at the time. And I believe on his birthday, they were actually dating, and she would, like, come to my house, and she would have sex with me. And she liked to have sex with me because I knew everything about her. I knew the inner workings of her. And I knew how to make her feel good, and she liked how I was and all that stuff. And on the day of that dude's birthday, she came to my house. We did it. I did it raw. We've always done it raw, which I don't advise you guys to. And, you know, she had birth control, so I fucking busted inside of her and all that stuff. And she took a shower beforehand because she was getting ready to go to the guy's house, so she stopped by my house. We did that, and then she went to his house, and apparently I learned from her friend that they had sex, and I was like, yo, that is... I would be pissed if I was that guy. Like, I would be totally disgusted. But, you know, me, back when, I didn't give a fuck. As long as I got my D wet, I was happy. And, yeah, I was a pretty shitty person. Alright, let's see. I never told anyone that, to be honest with you. Tell you guys that, but I don't care. I honestly don't care. It's not like I'm trying to impress you guys. I'm not this great, amazing person. I've had people say that I'm their hero, which I completely think is idiotic, but that's just me. I love this fucking umbrella. Yeah, me and her, gross. She was a stupid person. She was very intelligent literature-wise, but she was a very fucking terrible, stupid human being. And I love that about her. Let's see. Allie the alligator. Alright, let's see. Let's write her something. Crikey! Thanks. Alright, wrote that for Allie. Sorry about that. I went quiet because I usually have to concentrate when I do that. Usually, always. Some people, usually when you try to talk on it while you type, it's kind of hard. Yeah, terrible person. Me personally, I guess you say the kind of person that I am when I date. I've always changed. Every single time I've dated, I've grown and learned and become a better person. Like, my first girlfriends, I treat them like shit. I told them they can't see someone, they can't do something, they have to stay inside. I was like that typical asshole boyfriend because I was very protective. I didn't want to lose people who were important to me. Just like I said, when I was very clingy, I guess you could say. But I honestly didn't. I've always had people leave me that I've cared about, like get out of my life, and I don't like it when people leave when I care about them. You know, I was a fucking terrible person. I guess I still have to learn somewhat because my experiences on a teenage level, I have yet to have a young adult relationship. I've had a semi-one, but the girl was a fucking kid. Like, I can't really say that, and that was Jessica. And honestly, I cared about Jessica very much, and apparently she didn't. Which was sad, because I remember everything she told me. I remember all the stuff we talked about. The things we would do, like I never had sex with her. I never did anything dirty because I respected her. She was a girl I highly respected. I respected everything she wanted. I loved everything she did. I helped her with her art. I helped her when she wanted to become a comedian. I helped her. I pushed along with her. I was her little cheerleader, helping her do everything she possibly could, like a friend would. And I always thought of our relationship to be like a friend, except with, you know, little intimate moments. And she was the one to ask me out. She's the one that made all this. She was the one who made the 10 pages to ask me out. I've shown you guys the 10 pages, and she asked me out within those pages while we were waiting for her bus to take her home. And I don't know, it was very disheartening when she left me. I was very distraught. Because my whole world became around her. Now, because as of right now, like I said, I don't have school to go to. I don't have anything to do that. YouTube's pretty much the only thing I do, and then I do household chores, and I may help someone move out, or help move stuff, or do random jobs for people outside. And she was my world. My life revolved around her. Talking about her, sharing my YouTube experience. When we first got together, I guess you could say, I had 100 subscribers. And when things like got all said and done, I had around 600, 500 subscribers. And she grew with me. She helped me when I didn't. There was a time when I didn't want to do YouTube anymore. Like, it was so hard because I didn't want to let people down, which is the other big part of me that I honestly do not like. Being let down. Letting people down. Like, I hate it. I know what it feels like. I struggle with that. I do struggle with that with every once in a while. Like a couple days ago, I believe, I felt really sad. Like, I was like, oh man. I was like, what if my content's getting worse? It's not getting better. I'm not getting better as a YouTuber. And like, what if people start leaving? And it's like, why don't the 700 subscribers I have, why doesn't at least 100 of them watch a video? Why don't I get a video with 100 views? Why does it always have to be 6 to 32 views? Like, why can't I get more? Like, is there something wrong with me? Am I not meeting their expectations? Do they not think my content's as good as they thought? Am I not, like, I would struggle with that. And upload. People always ask for Katwa Shouju, and I can't do it that much. And people would hound me for Katwa Shouju. Messages. Multiple messages right after the other, asking for Katwa Shouju. Comments. All that stuff. And I'm like, I can't do this. This is so hard. And she would help me. She helped me grow as a YouTuber. She helped me grow as a person, I guess. And she gave me my happiest moments of my life as of now. As of now, I've never been so happy and content with one person ever. This girl, she was everything to me. I sacrificed so much. She sacrificed so much for me. We do everything. We were always the couple, like, we always said to one another, if there's something wrong, we have to talk to one another about it. We don't want to be like one of those, the couple that always ends up hating one another because of something. And when something was wrong, we always talked about it. Even though it might hurt one of us, we always talked about it. And then, you know, when everything that led up to me and her breaking up, it just shit the bed. Like, I guess she couldn't handle me. Because I'm a very negative person. I am never happy. I'm not happy with anything I do. I don't feel positive. When I do that little, when I get excited and all that stuff, sometimes it's genuine, but sometimes, like, when I talk in a video, when I get a little fast, stuff like that, most of it, I'm just doing that fake happiness shit that I learned to do when I was in high school. And I don't know. I've never been fully happy with my life. And those 4 months that I was with Jessica, every single day, her helping me with my insecurities, with everything, her voice, hearing her sing, looking at her, oh rats, my axe broke. Meh. Looking at her, us talking about our dreams, us talking about the dreams we had last night, looking up at the stars, talking about constellations, just everything that made that our relationship work, talking about art, music, bands, it fucking sucked. Like, all that taken away from me. My phone, every single day, I had a text right there, ready there for me, her telling me, good morning, every single morning. Every single goddamn morning, not missing a beat. She would say good morning to me, and wish me a happy day, and hope that none of my subscribers are mean to me, or hope that I have a good day on YouTube, and hope that I get more subscribers, or when I'm like that. This is usually when I'm close to subscribers. She would say something close to a milestone, or she'll say, "Good luck with rendering. I know how hard you work, and I know how late you stay up," because she would stay up with me when I rendered. She would be the reason why I'm staying up like until like 4 in the morning, and she would stay there with me because she knows how much YouTube means to me. It's technically, it's my life in some sort. And you know, it fucking sucked when it ended, and she didn't even give me the time of day to return my stuff, or give me an explanation of why this really happened. What she told me, she said she wants to be alone. She can't handle all the stress she's having right now, but yet she's dating a guy named fucking Alex Mendez, or Fred, and she's just dated this dude who's a fucking sophomore, which pisses me off the most, because she's a senior as of right now. I specifically remember her telling me that he's on the list of people that she can't date, because she doesn't want to ruin their friendship, because he's a new kid. And I was like, fuck. That, her and her friend, can't date, huh? Oh, she gave me a painting of herself! Awesome. Awesome. She gave me a painting of herself. But, I don't know. She probably has her reasons. I know she's very conflicted with her emotions. She likes to be free, I guess you could say. And I guess she has someone she could see every single day. I do live close to the high school, but I can't see her every single day on a daily basis because I'm busy with YouTube. And, you know, I guess she wanted someone she could see every day and actually physically touch 5 out of the 7 days out of the week. Because, naturally, at most we would see one another 3 times for around 10 hours every single time we hung out. We would cuddle, we would watch movies, play video games, we would watch YouTube, we would watch My Little Pony. My Little Pony. She said one of the reasons why she liked me, because I liked My Little Pony. Now, she wasn't, like, you know, a brony or any sort. She liked that I was confident within my masculinity to be able to watch a show. And the thing that actually brought us and me and her together, you guys could search it up. It's called Love Struck Derpy. We sat here on that black chair that I've shown you guys many times before, and we sat there together, her next to me for the first time, feeling her warmth after 2 years, having her finally grow up instead of being this 16-year-old. She's this 18-year-old, and she's right next to me, smelling her hair, her beautiful red hair, and her beautiful iceberg blue eyes. I was like, and just having her warmth of her leg next to mine, and it was just so fucking, it was so special. And, you know, thinking back on that does make me sad. I don't cry about it anymore. But, you know, Love Struck Derpy. Doctor Who. She didn't want to leave my house because of that video. She wanted to tell me her feelings for me. And she told me them over text, and then she said as soon as we saw one another, she made sure she told me, because she didn't like that I had to say it. She had to say it through like a phone, you know. And she told me, and I never cried out of pure happiness, because I waited 2 years to talk to this girl. And she was not like, I can't say she was always on my mind, but sometimes at night when I can't go to sleep, she would definitely be one of the front runners. And I cared about her very much, and she became such a good person ever since today. She used to be very sad. She used to be pretty much what I was, and then she turned her life around to be a very positive person, which was very attractive about her. But I guess enough about that. I guess I kind of already told you guys that. I guess I'm beating the dead horse on this. I guess I could tell you a story. All right, so a story about one of my girlfriends. Now, this is a Maria story. So this was like my senior year in high school, which was around, I guess you could say 2 years ago, but really it was like a year and a half. She came over, right? She was a very pretty girl, very beautiful. I don't know if I have any of her model pictures with me. I think I threw away all her model picture, but she was a model. She was a teenage model, and she was so pretty. She's like, was out of my league by like tens of thousands. And we watched Case 21 or 29, where it was pretty much about like this little girl who was possessed, and like her family are scared of her, try to kill her, and burn her in a, what you gonna call it, in an oven and stuff like that, and constantly kept trying to kill her, and she would like could control people, and yeah, it was weird. And it was about this girl who was a social worker. She took care of her, and you know, it was very sci-fi-ish. Me and her watched that. Home Alone, watched that. Excuse me. And we watched that movie. And oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me create a new recording. She, you know, we cuddled up on the couch with my Power Ranger blanket. We watched the movie, and she asked if I had any snacks. So I was like, okay. So I got up, I got the snacks and stuff, and it was chips, and then she ate them, and I. And you know, I got down and she ate all the chips. I don't usually eat during a movie, and she ate the chips. And she's like, and I usually don't like leaving the chips on the like next to me, empty bowl and stuff like that. It was a big bowl, and I got up, slipped on my blanket, which I have a wooden floor. I slipped on it, fell, smashed my face on the ground, and bloodied my face. And it was probably the most terrifying things for her, because I never seen her look so terrified in her life. And pretty much she took care of me, you know, wiped my blood and bloody nose, and gave me a kiss to make me feel better. She spoke a lot of Spanish when we dated, which I was like, okay. She tried to teach me Spanish. She was one of the people who was trying to teach me Spanish, and I was going to learn Spanish for her, but obviously that didn't work out. I'm waiting for this to break, and I don't know why it's not breaking. But yeah. And then later that day, we got our first kiss on the lips. Oh god. Ah! And it was, I don't know, it was pretty awesome. It was probably because her lips were very plump and luscious and all that stuff. Somewhere along my lines, because she said she loved kissing me because my lips were so soft and blah blah blah. You know, she would over-romanticize my lips, which was broke. It was kind of weird. It was like the third one today. Yo, Rockstar. Wait, today's theme is riddles. So let's get this started. Tell me the truth. During the day, yesterday, how much weight training did I do? A lot. Bzz, wrong answer. The correct answer was a full-on, rocked-out level 9 workout. Huh? You don't know what that means? Actually, me neither, Groove. You fucking dummy. And, yeah. For her, I guess another story of her is I remember it was, late December. What is it? She actually, she ate a special brownie when she went to a Christmas party, with her family. Her family was very family-oriented. Very, you know, like I said, she was a native of Mexico, so it's like, her family was, like, the most important thing in her life. And, her life wasn't, I guess, as extravagant as most people was. Her dad worked at a factory in Chicago, and we live around 50 miles away from Chicago. They would drive to Chicago every single day, work, do all that stuff. She didn't have a TV, she didn't have electricity most of the time, she didn't, you know, have a computer, all that stuff, so pretty much everything was done, like, through a telephone and seeing one another one-on-one. So that's probably one of my most relationships that I've seen that person, like, almost every single fucking day. Which was pretty awesome, but you kind of get sick of people. Be honest. You may love the person to death, but you get sick of them. And this is like I said, this is when I was like involved and it evolved, and I was learning to be a better person and all that stuff. So, you know, I was very chivalrous. She liked this thing where I used to pick her up above my head, and it was scary because I don't have that strong grip when grabbing big things, but if it's like something with a handle on it, I could fucking hold on to it forever. But like if you try to pick up like a big boulder, you can't really get any holding on it. I'm very bad at that. I guess I'm very good at gripping things, but not keeping a grip on something, I guess you could say. Like, I'm good at holding something with a handle. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. She was small enough to live. She was like 91 pounds. Like I said, she was a fucking model. And I was around 220 pounds. So I was I believe I was like 2 times 1 times as heavy as her. And I felt like a fucking giant compared to her. And there was this one time where she said she loved me. She said it first, and I was like, oh my god. And I said it back to her. I didn't feel it fully, but I did care for this girl very, very much. And she was very important to me, because I helped her with some issues involving her family, ex-boyfriends. I solved some of them for her. Her emotional issues, her sleeping issue, I helped with her sleeping issues. And, you know, being the nice guy I am, I do anything possible to help someone. And she did this one thing where before she left, we usually sit inside the car together and we would listen to like a couple songs. Well, she drove a truck. We sit in her truck and we would listen to a couple songs. And we'd make out on the seat every once in a while, and then we'll go, and then I'll be like, I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'm sorry, my princess. Blah 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 blah. Luna. Pretty much, we try to make our relationship as fairy tale as possible. Alright, let's see. Hi, I know it's sudden, but can I ask you something? Is it really important? Which of the following do you usually sleep on? Stomach. Oh yeah, then you feel around for the cool spots under the pillow. Yes! I'm glad we can feel the same way at this important issue. So this is for you. Thank you. It's a rocking horse. Oh, thank you. And, one day she's like, I want to take you to my secret spot. Now, this is back when, this was when we had heavy snow. Where it was, I believe it was a foot of snow, which we haven't got a foot of snow in, like, forever. And, oh man, this girl started her car, drove off, she's like, I need to take you somewhere. I'm like, And I was in my pajamas, alright? I usually don't rock jeans when I hang out with girls or hang out with people. When it comes to my house, I rock pajamas. And I was in my pajamas, I was freezing, I wasn't wearing a jacket. The heat was good, but I wasn't wearing anything at all. My god. This girl was gonna take us to the creek that's in my town. And it's very beautiful, even in the wintertime. But it's very, very hard to get in, because it's in the woods. And it's very hard to get to that creek. Extremely hard. You guys have absolutely no idea how hard it is to get to that creek. And I had to stop her. I told her to stop. She squealed. She pressed hard on the brakes. She's like, I'm sorry. She's like, you make me happy, and I want to share my most secret spot with you, and I love you, and I just want to be with you at the spot that makes me the happiest. I was like, I know, but we could do this some other time. We blah 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 blah. So this girl was gonna kidnap me. She was gonna kidnap me. She brought me home. She felt sad, we do that thing. Give us a kiss. Very bye. She would call me her knight because I saved her. I guess you could say from herself, and And then she left me and dated some other dude. I was like, oh, fun. She left me over the phone, and she called me one night crying, saying, I can't be with you, we just can't do it. And I was like, ah! I was like, why? I was like, no, I called her my little girl, which, now that I think about it, it's kind of creepy, but she was my little girl, and I was like, I don't want you to go. she was like, what do you think of this situation? I was like, I don't want you to go, and I want you to stay. And she said no. I'm like, well, my opinion obviously was weighed heavily within the situation. But, and then she left me, and then, you know, we were actually going to go to prom, and now I've never been to a school dance before. Oh, I ate it! Oh, I didn't know you could eat it. And... oh, damn. I'm eating it. I'm not meaning to. I'm doing this by accident. And now, I've never gone to prom. Like I said, I didn't know anyone to go to. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that were girls. Well, I guess you can't call them friends. They were acquaintances, and I would help them with their problems. Pretty much, I was the guy. You had a problem. Talk to me. I'll help you. Because I always listen. That's why girls like me also. Because I always sit down, took the time, listen to your problem. And yeah, it was pretty fucking weird. I'm saying it's pretty fucking weird because I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, she left me. Yeah, we're gonna go to prom. And I don't like wearing suits. I don't like doing any of that. I don't want to be a monkey. I called it that. I don't like being a monkey. And I was going to do it. I bought the tickets. I was going to get fitting for the suit. I was pretty much going to get... I'll do all this stuff for her that I was terrified to do. I'm not good in social situations. I'm not good at being around people. I get anxieties. I can't be in a group of more than one person or I'll get a headache. Terrible headaches. And... you know, I was, I guess I'd say I was very fragile when it comes to being with people. So I was willing to do something I was scared of for her, just to make her happy, because she's like, oh, I want to be at prom with you, I want to have memories with you, I want that to be our special day. I was like, alright, I'll do that for you. And now, obviously, she broke up with me before prom, because prom's at the end of the year. And now, I'd never been to prom, so I know a lot of people never been to prom. Some people I know some families make their, like, if you're going stag, they make you go regardless. But I didn't go. Momo went with his girlfriend at the time. Actually, his girlfriend at the time was the one that he just had recently. But, yeah, Momo's single, so you ladies. No, he's very hurt right now. But, yeah. Yeah, Luna, I don't know, sometimes I think I'm too nice when it comes to people I care about. And yet, there's be times when I'm too mean. I actually tell people to go fuck themselves. Hang on a second, I was just trying to think of a good nickname for you, Luna. And I just thought off the best one ever. Want to hear it, Squeaky? Tell me. My friend, prepare yourself. Cupcake. Aww. Aww. That's adorable. Thank you, Dora the Exploradora. Aw, that's so adorable. And, yeah, pretty much, you know, Luna tried to be Superman for all the people he's come in contact with. Like I said, I don't like talking to guys. Like, one guy, I'm gonna put you on blast now. Fucking Travis. Travis Whitmer. Go fuck yourself. No, it's not Travis Whitmer. What's your name? Travis something. Over here. Your name's Travis. You're a fucking asshole. You're the biggest asshole in the world. This guy. He would fucking just torture me. He would call me a fat ass. He would... oh my god. He threw a MacBook. We had MacBooks at school, and he threw it on the fucking floor. And blamed me for it. I didn't pay it, but I was like, fuck, you blamed me for it. And he was like, he told me to go kill myself. Like, oh my god. In high school, in the sophomore year, I had issues. A lot of issues. I was very lonely. What is this? I was very lonely. I went to the point where I blacked out my eyes, where I would put makeup on my eyes and black them out so no one would look at me, because when people looked at me, they looked away. And I didn't want to be noticed. And it was the most amazing thing ever when no one noticed me, or wanted to know who I am, or see me, or anything along those lines. And I grew my hair out. Like just a regular hair, natural hair, parted hair. I grew it down all the way to my back. I put on that persona, like, I didn't want anyone to talk to me, and I was so fucking lonely. I remember those times. I guess you could say I'm not as that melodramatic now, but I was so fucking sad. Like, I was sad every day. Every day I come home, I'd eat, I do my homework, and then I would like look at the ceiling, and it was like, I'm a pathetic person. Like, I questioned why did I deserve life? And I did struggle with suicide. And like, when I think of suicide now, I think it was fucking stupid. And I did run away from home. Like, with my stepdad, I hated my stepdad. He never was the guy who was like, oh, well, I'm your dad now, and stuff like that. He was the guy who took advantage of my mom, married this woman, and made her stay home every single day, and just have her life miserable, not going out to go groceries without him. He was a legal immigrant from Mexico, and he was totally controlling over her, and I fucking hated him. And he sold illegal things, and for those of you, they're a main problem within drug school and drugs, pretty much drugs. And he did all this shit, and my mom did everything for this guy, protect him and do all this stuff. Now, this was like several years ago, so it's all good in the hood. So it's okay to talk about this. Legally, I believe it doesn't hold any ground. But it really, honestly, doesn't matter, because the dude, he's already been prosecuted for everything he's done. Everything's been done. He's been deported. He's in jail in Mexico. And, yeah. But I ran away from home because I got into a lot of fist fights with him. I fucking fought this guy. And I didn't take any shit from him. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't fucking... I was like, fuck you. I hate you. I wish you were dead. And now you're probably thinking, like, oh, Luna, you probably made him feel, like, uncomfortable. Yeah, maybe I did, but this dude, he swore on our lives about gambling. He just fucking swore on our lives. Like it was nothing. Like our lives were nothing. Like they meant nothing to him. And that pissed me off so much. And he wouldn't swear on the lives of his own kids, which his kids would be Julie and Jesus. Or Buddy, I guess you could say. Buddy and Dooley. And I hated this guy. I ran away. I ran away early in the morning. I walked around my town, which is a very small town. We have a railroad track going through our town, so I walked along the railroad. I went to various parks. I fell asleep in one of the parks that's next to the, I guess, the woods. And I slept in a park by myself, alone in the dark, with the wild around me. And I remember a fucking, a possum came up to me, and it was the most scariest shit I've ever fucking experienced in my life. It was like fucking hissing at me, and it left, but like, I went to sleep in like the tube on the playground, and that whole night I couldn't go to bed. My phone was destroyed within the fight. It was snapped in half, my SIM card destroyed, and I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to jump in front of the train that comes every single morning and kill myself because I have nowhere to go. I have no one to go to. I just wanted to end it all and just be done with everything. And I almost did it. I sat there waiting for the train to come up on the bridge. That goes over the little creek area. Well, it goes over the bottom, like the lower half of the creek area, I guess you say. I guess it's kind of like a stream creek, pretty much. It's long. And, you know, I sat there and I was contemplating. I was like, what would I do? Like, I didn't know what to do. I was alone. Obviously, I wasn't mentally well. I didn't do it because I didn't want... Actually, now that I think of it, I have no idea why the hell I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. I went back to the park, I stayed there, laid down. Maybe I chickened out, I'm not entirely sure. I just remember just thinking of doing it, and then not doing it. Hello there. Well, hello there. Listen, Fancy Al, I think the first impression is very important when it comes to romance. Are there any words that'll just strangle the heart of someone when I meet them? See, then please just go ahead. Banana muffin, huh? Are you sure about that? That's fine. It's not exactly what I was going for, but that's okay. I know you're not really up to trends. And yeah, it was just really bad. I remember I was found by my girlfriend at the time, and her friends got me, and one of her friends was this big hulking dude, and he fucking picked me up, threw me in the car, and we went on our merry way. And I've never, like, when I found all those people that were looking for me, almost every single one of my family members that live miles upon miles away from where we live now, were all their cars there looking for me, wondering why I left, crying. They didn't ask me why I did it, they just took me in and said they're glad I'm back. And my stepdad, ever since that day, he never talked to me because of it. And which I was happy, because I fucking hate it. I hate it. And I don't know, it was really bad. Because like when I think about it now, it sounds stupid. And I've dated people who are like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself, and usually I'm like, fucking do it then. If you're gonna end your life, do it. Be stupid. You're gonna have people miss you. I guess from that experience of seeing how many people would be sad that I'm gone, I don't know. I think that was kind of shock to me, but a lot of people don't understand. There are a lot of people who care about you, family members, and maybe friends. Because I had people at the house that I didn't call my friend, but they cared about me enough that they would do something like that for me. I'm so soft I don't need a pillow. And I don't know, it's so weird because like when I don't know, it's kind of hard because I know there's people, maybe their situation's not that great, and maybe oh god, I don't know how to say this. It's very hard, because speaking from me, I was stupid when it happened, honestly. I was very young, and you know, a lot of people who commit suicide are very, very young. And I don't know, it's very hard, because all my life, a lot of people I've known were cutters, or weird, or they weren't liked by a lot of people, or anything along those lines. And I always thought they were fucking stupid for what they did. But maybe there's a reason. I honestly don't think there's an excuse for mutilating yourself or wanting to kill yourself, but I know we are human beings and we do get various emotions, and we do take things to the extremes. And some people are dealt a different hand, and many people can't make that hand better no matter how much they try to do. And I don't know. Just seeing all those people that cared about me, just, I don't know, it changed my perspective on things. I didn't become a happier person. I became a person who doesn't expect anything from anyone. In which making everything someone does for me very special. I'm happy, I guess you could say I'm happy or content with what I have. I don't need anything special. I don't need a lot. stuff. I don't know how to explain this, but hopefully you guys can understand that. Luna gets a little personal here. Story time mixed with therapy time with Luna. So, until next time, guys, my name is Luna. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Animal Crossing, because I'm sure it's going to take a hell of a long time to render it. So, until next time, stay frosty.